fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Chicago Bears and the Los Angeles Rams. Fielded about a yard deep. And all that work, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been had he simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line.
Here we go, tonight. 120. Maverick.
6-6. Pull it high. Check.
On first down, it's gone. And his first pass here is going to fall incomplete. Orleans Darkwa, the intended target, but it's going to be second down.
I think we'll see more of them trying to get him the football out of the backfield. They love what he can do in open space, and they believe that he creates mismatches they can exploit.
An incomplete pass. 25.
Hey, you got 3 down.
This is Chris Carson, 1,000-yard rusher a year ago. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32.
You know what really fires up offensive linemen? When the guy that is carrying the ball behind them can create his own space and break a tackle along the way.
Third play of this opening drive as they're looking at a 3rd and 3. They run it with Carson. And he will have first down yardage as he's brought down at the 41. They get 9 out of that one, and as a result, the drive continues. On first down, it's Carson. Shrugs off another. And he takes this thing way down into Chicago territory. A huge play that time for the Rams. 47 yards on the ground.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 12-yard line.
So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. And now a carry here for Orleans Darkwa. Trying to bounce it outside, but he's only able to get it back to the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down.
2nd and 10 at the Bears' 12-yard line.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10.
Tighten up. Watch the slant.
We're good.
Check Mike 99. In your face.
They'll try the air now with Goff. And he's got it. And he'll be out of bounds. A solid pickup of 12 yards, and now they're knocking on the door. That's the number 2 receiver in the NFL in terms of yardage, and tell you what, a few more plays like that, he won't be number 2 for long.
Well, that's what often happens when you have competitors running around the field. These guys know where they stand in relationship to yards.
And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Los Angeles. Chris Carson with touchdown number 12 on the year. And the Rams take it right down and score on the opening drive. Extra point good by Hopkins. And that makes the score 7-0. Following the touchdown, Dustin Hopkins will kick it away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
Round 80.
54. We got it. Check 52.
Left right. Wait, 89.
A first carry now for Kofrani Muhammad. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up the score.
On second down, Muhammad. And this time not as successful as he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. They'll say no gain on the play there, and now it'll be third down.
Buffalo one.
54. Heavy, heavy.
12.
Watch out. Check 99.
Rivers from the gun on third down. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Uchenna Nwosu in there to get him, and on the season now, that is 9 sacks for him. And now it's the punter Weil on as he sends this one away. Ross on the return. 34 yards on the return. But for a moment, looked like he had a shot to go all the way. And the Rams are going to start this drive in great field position as they take over.
Here we go. 180.
You better breathe.
They'll run on first down. Carson. And they're able to get this one past the 30 down to the 25. That good for 19 and a first down. One thing's for sure, this defense has to figure out how to stop the ground game. He's eating them up here in the first quarter.
It looks like they have to go to different forces, aren't they? The conventional things aren't working too well. So I remember a coach of mine saying way back when a back's having a great game, you've got to get the ball out of his hands. See how far he can run without the ball. And what he meant was takeaways, knock it loose, because maybe you can't just stop him with just regular tackling.
Check 24. Check 24.
A quick throw now complete to Ross. He'll have a first down inside the 10. And down to the 7-yard line. 18 yards that time to push him up, first and goal.
I like watching the wide receiver screen because it's a real teamwork play. Because guess what? The guy catching the ball, he'll get all the credit. But how about the people have to block in front of him, either fellow receivers or offensive linemen? That makes that play a really nice timing play, and sometimes it can break big.
They'll try and run for it on first and goal. And he'll be stopped up after only a couple of yards as he gets it down to the 5. Defensively, a solid response after giving up back-to-back first downs.
Second and goal at the Bears' 5-yard line.
And the ball smack dab on the 5-yard line. Here's second and goal.
Value three. Listen.
Goff now to throw. And it'll be intercepted. Picked off by Micah Hyde.
Brandon, this is why golfers do their best to never count a score in their head before the ball goes in the cup. This looked like a slam dunk for points on this drive, didn't it? Instead, they throw an interception, and they're going to come away empty.
And he'll be upended after a gain of 5, up to the 25-yard line.
How about his performance last week? Over 200 yards. I think his decisiveness, one cut, and he goes. That's what's really made him pile up the yardage.
And the yardage he piled up last week, easily honored with NFC Offensive Player of the Week.
I would have voted for him.
Kofrani Muhammad, the ball carrier. A 28-yard gain. First down, Chicago.
So from Rams territory now, it's first and 10 at the 47.
He's checking.
It's a gain of a yard, and it'll take us to the end of the first quarter.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
On second down now, Muhammad, and he's got this down to the 35. A Chicago first down there on a gain of 11.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember, the last drive, they went 3 and out.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. They'll run it. This is Muhammad. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. A Chicago first down there on a gain of 11. Consecutive plays now where that offensive line has really created a lot of space.
And we've seen the confidence rise, haven't we? It borders on arrogance now, and that's that good arrogance, believing you can run the football whenever you get good and ready.
Alpha! Keep it skinny.
A first down throw here for Rivers. Escaping the pressure right. It's complete. James White. No gain on the play there. It'll be second down.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly.
180, block 11, 0.
Under 10, under 10, 10. Watch the shit.
Hold it.
On second down, Muhammad. And some room to maneuver. And he takes this one in for a Bears touchdown. A great effort there. Tying Emmitt Smith for the 5th most in one season. As they are now on the board here in the first half. Tavecchio good on the extra point. And we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. This will be fielded at the 6. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line. The L.A. offense ready to go for their next drive. A tale of two extremes already in this game. A touchdown pass on their opening drive followed by an interception last time out.
Now, it sounds like things balance out, right? What's that mythological thing that we do? If you have a candy bar, have a diet soda with it, it balances it out. And we know that's not really true, right?
And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Rams. John Ross. 77 yards, and the Rams have taken the lead. Well, that's a heck of a response to regain the lead after we had seen the touchdown to tie the game.
I would say what we just saw there was a great amount of poise, because typically when teams tie the game up, it's a little bit of a, how would you say, you kind of take a step back and have to get yourself regrouped. They regrouped in a hurry, didn't they? They attacked back after they had been tied.
And in a big way, that was a statement-long touchdown. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And, you know, certainly a lot of football left to be played. We're not into December yet, but right now where we stand, they're first place in their division. Looking good, looking to be a threat come January.
And let's think about what every team has in their goals, all right? Number 1 goal is what? Make the playoffs. Number 2 goal is win your division. Number 3 goal, and the biggest goal, I think, is to be the highest seed possible that you can be heading into the playoffs so that you can have as many home games as possible to try and get you to the Super Bowl.
And right now fighting for every win possible to try to at least secure home field for the wild card and or divisional round.
Hey! Kill! Turn up! Kill!
On 2nd and 15 now. Rivers. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Uchenna Nwosu has now recorded 10 sacks on the season. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down. Went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. From the gun, Rivers. And that will be incomplete. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning, hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces fourth down. Good blocking there, nearly sprung him. As it is, it'll go as a 19-yard return. And the Rams will go on offense here with a 1st and 10. The LA offense ready to go for their next drive. And following that long touchdown pass, a one-play drive last time, to see if the defense, you know they're ready. They don't want that to happen again.
And you would have thought they would have been ready the last time. That's what you work on all the time. Make sure that no one gets behind you. That's the cardinal sin of defense, not giving up the long pass. They did. Let's see how they adjust.
And they'll get him down. After a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. 8
yards on the pickup. Brings up 2nd and 2 at their 49-yard line.
Eight yards the tally on that 1st down run. Here's 2nd and 2. And that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. It's a loss of 2, now 3rd down. The Rams going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter. And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. Now it's Carson, and he won't be close to a 1st down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. That'll bring up 4th. They had the 8-yard gain on 1st down, but unable to do much from there. 4th down, and on comes Justin Vogel to punt it away. Back deep, a former Ram in their St. Louis days at least, Danny Amendola. This one angles out of bounds at a good spot in the coffin corner. And they're going to mark this out of the 5-yard line.
That is how you flip field position. That's an absolute bomb of a punt. Downs it inside the 5-yard line. Absolutely ideal.
From that position, you're hoping to get it down inside the 15, inside the 5. Superb. And a short gain here as he gets it up only to about the 6. Credit the tackle there to Uchenna Nwosu. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the 2nd quarter, 14-7. Coming up in a couple of minutes, we'll get you to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. The coach will have stats and scores from earlier today in the NFL. On 2nd down now, Muhammad. It's a foot race. He's at the 50. He's at the 30. Touchdown, Chicago. 6 touchdown, drawing even with Marshall Faulk for the 4th most in a single season. As they are an extra point away now from tying this football game. Extra point up and good by Tavecchio. And we've got a tie game here in a back-and-forth 1st half. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. This one taken from the 7. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. The LA offense ready to go for their next drive. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you've called before, realize it hasn't worked
Go to
so
something
well,
else.
and maybe you try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
On first down, it's Carson. So a nice job to break the one tackle, but not much daylight after that as he's brought down. Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it second down.
Second down 6 at the 44-yard line.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6.
Here I come again. Here I come again. Here I come again. Slam, slam, slam.
Hey, Shell. Shell.
Switch it, Kim. Switch it. Go, 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 go.
Now it's gone. Got a man open. It's Ross. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Bears 37. So in the second quarter, he's already up over 100 yards receiving now.
And isn't 100 the magic number for a really good game for a receiver? So you got a chance to really shatter that and have a profound effect on this game.
This is Carson. And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. Now the Rams will signal for a timeout, their second, as they stop it with 19 seconds to go in half number 1.
Situation. Let's go.
Super 66.
55, Mike, guys, 55. Too little, okay? Mike 55, Mike 55. Get ready, get ready, get ready.
11.
Crunch,
11.
crunch. Check, check.
Okay.
On 2nd and 11 now. Goff. And this one taken in on the right sideline, but not in the field of play. They say it's incomplete. The throw led him a little too far. It brings up 3rd down. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Here's Goff. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Bears 26. And offensively, they'll take the timeout with 6 seconds left in the second quarter.
First and 10 at the 26-yard line.
So even though it's first down, here's the field goal unit on now to try to get 3 before halftime. This a 43-yard attempt. And Hopkins' kick is good. And they take a 17-14 lead. Boy, I guess they're going to keep trying to put the pedal to the metal here. They're going to try an onside kick. So we will not go into the lockers tied. We do have a leader in the clubhouse, so to speak.
Yeah, it's only 3 points. Doesn't seem like much, but it looms big the way that they got it done right before the half ended.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
So we've hit halftime. Just a field goal separating these two teams at the break. As we'll send you back over to Orlando with our EA Sports Halftime Report, here's Jonathan Coachman. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3.
Get ready, get ready, get ready.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more of that. Sure, you've got to go over some of the errors and clean up some things because there's a reason you're down. But overall, I think they want to stay positive, stay up with this team. We're just starting the second half, and we've got the football. Let's go ahead and punch it in, and then we'll take it from there.
See how that recipe works. And he's upended at the 33 following a good pickup of 8. A nice job to get 8 there after the incompletion, and now they'll look at a 3rd and 2 coming up.
Hey, Brown 80. Light. Hey, I want to go load it. Load it.
They go again with Muhammad. Fights free yet again. And he's got the first down yardage before he's brought down at the 42. 8 yards, first down as they're able to convert.
What's the old adage, partner? Don't judge the book by its cover, because this guy, he takes a mantra that he'll go down with a brisk gust of wind and sets it on its head. Great effort there to break a tackle and come up with a nice gain.
And he's going to take this one across midfield and into Ram territory. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1.
Anytime the offense shows what they call a shot play or a chunk play where they're trying to get big yardage, sometimes people just call it gadget plays, and you hold it to a gain that we just saw there, you feel pretty good about yourself as a defense.
Hey, Delta!
From just shy of midfield, Rivers goes underneath here to White. And he'll be brought down, it looks like right at the 40. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really...
Weaving through traffic, and now he's free. Touchdown, Chicago. Number 27, that ties Priest Holmes for the 3rd most in a single year. And the Bears have retaken the lead. Tavecchio good on the extra point, and the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Tavecchio. This one taken from the 7. And he will be brought down here at about the 17-yard line.
Let's go.
The Rams take over 1st and 10 at their own 17-yard line.
The LA offense ready to go for their next drive. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half 2.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know at the half, they just...
Pressure gets to him, and down he goes. Back at the 4-yard line. Carl Lawson make that now 8 sacks for him on the season. And that'll be marked down as their first sack of the game.
Well, they had 6 last week. And this offense did its homework, didn't it? Because they saw all that pressure, and they really worked hard to tamp it down and beat it back. And they did a great job in the first half. And now they've gotten their first sack here in the second half. Look out. They'll try to increase the pressure.
And this is going to double their room to maneuver, able to get it from the 5 to the 10-yard line. Give him 5 yards on the run there, but it'll leave him with a definite 3rd and long on the horizon.
Switch.
5. 17.
Now Goff. Finding fouls complete. And he's able to get this one all the way past the 30. A nice pickup of 23 on the 3rd down conversion. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33.
Check nickel.
1st and 10 at the 33-yard line.
Value 1.
Let's go, T.
Here's Carson. They find some open field here. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. All told, it's an even 30 and a first down.
Well, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral. Also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that helps set him apart from many of the other backs in the league.
Running game working. They'll stick with it on first down. And after the good gain last play, this time they say, as he's going to be stopped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll set him back with a loss of 3 on the play. And that'll make this a 2nd and 13.
By 20.
Gotta do better. Come on, QB, come on. Kill.
Hey, Shell. We own them.
Here's Gone. Throwing over the middle, but it's incomplete.
One of the best routes, one of the favorite routes of any play caller. He just ran that one. Nice little angle route. That's supposed to be a catch, and usually it is, and running back dropped it.
Yeah, I mean, he's a running back, but he's got hands. He should have caught it. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
Orange. 55.
Hey, Delta.
I don't think you got it, son. 55's Mike, guy. 55.
Don't get nervous.
Mike 55. Mike 55. What's the curl?
Maverick.
Check.
To throw is gone. This is brought in by Gibson. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. First down, Los Angeles there with a pickup of 14 yards.
Check. Switch.
Hey, lift.
They'll run on first down. Carson. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. Another big hitter there. This one good for 18. He continues to have a big night here under the lights carrying the football.
And some guys prefer night games. For whatever reason, their bodies react a certain way. They love the spotlight. Maybe that's what it is. The best seats in the house, the ones where he's carrying the football for his offensive teammates. The worst seats, the 11 guys trying to tackle him on defense.
We go. Like 20.
Okay, double up.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. Give him 2 yards on that one. 2nd and goal now.
A pickup of 2 brings up 2nd and goal at the Bears' 6-yard line.
1 quarter remains here on a Sunday night. And that'll do it for the end of the 2nd quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Jared Goff, 4 times last year, he led the Rams on a 4th quarter comeback. He obviously didn't do it in Super Bowl 53, but can he do it here? And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Rams. Chris Carson with his 13th touchdown of the year and 2nd of the game. And the Rams are once again going to retake the lead. Hopkins with the extra point, and that gives them a 3-point lead. Following the touchdown, Dustin Hopkins will kick it away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And they had to wait a long time to get the football back. Probably not what you were hoping for when you got an offense that's humming.
Agreed. What you were looking for is the defense get the ball back pretty quickly, right? Hoping for a 3 and out. So that didn't happen. You can't yell at your D for that. They've got to take care of their own business and reestablish themselves now that they're back on the field.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
Easy.
They'll keep it on the ground. Muhammad. They follow up the gain of 2 with a gain of 1 that time.
Well, they had that one sniffed out. Excellent run blitz. Stop that one for a short gain.
What makes a good run blitz a good run blitz?
The ability to stay on task, to follow up your assignment, go to the gap you're supposed to cover, and not be deterred by anything else.
The Bears on third down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 7.
Check, check. Lucky, lucky, lucky.
Left, left, left. Red Delta. Load it. Load it. Nice.
Working out of the gun, Rivers. It's brought in here by Willie Snead. And a good job defensively. They stop him short of the first at the 32. They get only 4 that time as that leads us to a 4th down.
Let's get it.
One score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. Rivers to throw for it on 4th. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Bradley Roby, the ex-Buckeye, with a corner blitz and the sack. Well, they've got the slim deficit, decided to go for it, hoping to keep the football score and erase that deficit. But, boy, deep in their own territory like that.
Let's just say that with that call, me and the head coach will agree to disagree, all right? But he knew he wanted to be aggressive there, as you pointed out. So I guarantee he told his defensive coordinator, have your guys up and ready. I'm going to go for it here. If we don't get it, just make sure they're ready to go out there and bail us out.
At the 26-yard line.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11.
Let's go, baby. 6 guys. Check 6 guys. Check Mike 99. Mike 99.
Super. Five. Five. Here we go. Here we go.
Goff now looking to throw. And it's complete. He's got it in the end zone. Touchdown, Rams. Cordero Patterson, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Rams tack on to their advantage. Extra point good by Hopkins. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. Following the touchdown, Dustin Hopkins will kick it away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And last time this unit was out here, costly turnover, and then that turned into 6 points. They've got to make amends.
And how many times have we sat in meetings with coaches and they use the term complementary football? Offense take care of the defense, defense take care of the offense. That didn't happen on the last possession. This is a chance for them to pick themselves back up and help their team.
Yeah, we'll see if they can recoup and recover. Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33. They'll keep it on the ground. Muhammad, and maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line.
But that's pretty symptomatic about how things have gone here. That play was just shut down right from the start.
And not going to give him a lot of confidence to help turn things around. The Bears on third down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. Here it's 3rd and 3.
Right there. Hey, exit.
Bandit.
Red Delta.
Check 9. Check 9.
From the shotgun, it's Rivers. Got a man, it's Amendola. First time they've looked his way in this game. He comes through picking up the first.
And the Bears' first down.
Clock management, definitely critical here if they want to get back in this game.
Absolutely agreed. They have to up the tempo in this case, down a couple of scores. Want to make sure they have a chance to win this ball game.
Rivers now 5 straight completions here in this second half. 1st and 10. On the carry, it's Muhammad. He's got the first down and more past midfield. Well, he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. Touchdown, Chicago. A big play there with his 28th touchdown, drawing level with Sean Alexander for the 2nd most in a single year, as they have now chopped this lead down to 3. Extra point up and good by Tavecchio. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Tavecchio. This will be taken very short. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line.
At their own 23-yard line.
The L.A. offense ready to go for their next drive. A little less than 4 minutes remaining, and the margin for error is small with this slim lead. Operate within your 4-minute offense here, Charles?
Definitely. And remember, the 4-minute offense doesn't always correspond to what's up on the clock. What they need to do is play a little bit of keep away right now. Run the clock down. Make sure their opponent doesn't get the ball back. Their dream scenario, get enough first downs and make them eat up their timeouts so the game ends when you're kneeling down with the football.
Well, once again, they'll go from the 23-yard line on 2nd and 10.
Jim.
22 jet bomber. 22 jet bomber.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And he'll take it forward for about 5 up to the 28-yard line. One of the bigger plays in the game thus far, and the crowd getting into it as we come up on a big 3rd down. Goff. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. It's a gain of 11 and a first down, L.A.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line.
And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Three points separating these two sides with 2 minutes left to go in the 4th. So it's Rams football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. On 1st down, it's Carson. And he'll get this out past the 45 to the 47. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be 2nd down. Didn't get to the sticks, but that's an ideal carry there on 1st down, isn't it?
I mean, now you're 2nd and 1. Although, you know, in the NFL, even if you picked up the 1st down, I don't think it's a big difference because the clock doesn't stop.
Yeah, not like college.
Right. If it's college football, you want to make 2nd and 1 is probably better than picking up the 1st down because in college football, the clock stops with every 1st down and actually aids the defense in that situation.
That backs him up 1 yard and brings up 3rd down.
Now, that's a nice play. Got me fired up, partner. But can they do it back-to-back plays? All the training that you go through as a defense for these situations, when you have to get the ball back, everything you go through, holding up the runner, raking at the football, getting to the passer, knocking it out of his hands, whatever way, they have to get the ball back.
Now can they stand tall again for a huge 4th quarter stop? And, boy, he is very close to a 1st down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short. Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 27 seconds showing on the clock. And here's a big one now. Try to hold this lead. They're going to go for it here on 4th down.
Kill.
Check. Whip. Watch the
Tiger.
Shoot. Tighten up. No. Check that. We're going Mike 52 right here. Mike 52. Watch the pass. 5-2 is the Mike. Mike 5-2. Blue Dan. Where's 52?
They run for it with Carson. And he's got the 1st down yardage there as he takes it just across midfield. That one a back-breaker as they wind up converting there on 4th.
Rams, 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line.
So the L.A. Rams with a victory here, and it wasn't really always pretty. They had their bumps and bruises, really both sides did, but they did what they needed to do at home to get the win.
Yeah, they really had to grind this one out, didn't they? Because nothing came easy. Every snap was a major league brawl. They had to win at the line of scrimmage, win downfield. They got all those things accomplished. But to win a close one like this, you know, every team wants to be physical. We've heard that a million times, right? But those who are mentally tough, those are the teams that you have to deal with in the playoffs. This was that type of a game.